you see a binomial on one side and a square root of something on the other side, this is the kind that's going to take a lot of work because we have to cancel out this square root by squaring both sides, which means we have to square the other side. So then x plus 2 times x plus 2, we have to do this. There's no shortcut. You can't just distribute these exponents. It doesn't work like this. So we have to multiply out. But on the right side, the square root cancels out. That's the good news. So now we just have to multiply. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. And then we've got the same thing in the middle here. And then 2 times 2 is 4. We combine these like terms. 2x plus 2x is 4x. And now this is still equal to 2x plus 7 just comes down. Now at this point, we have to realize this is an x squared term. It's quadratic. So we have a quadratic equation. We want to set quadratic equations equal to 0 and try to factor. So we move all this over, minus 2x, minus 7. Okay, and then we're left with, let's see, x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. These cancel out. So now we're trying to factor x squared plus 2x minus 3, two numbers that multiply to get negative 3 and add to get 2. So factors of 3 would be 3 and 1. 3 times 1 is the only thing that's going to give us 3, but it's got to be negative 3. So one of these has to be negative. And if we're going to add to get positive 2, then the bigger number has to be positive. So, and then we, of course, have x times x is x squared. So this is the factorization. Now, that means that x would be negative 3 or positive 1. We just take the opposite signs here. But now we really have to check this equation. We want to plug these back in and see, do they work? So if I try negative 3, I plug it back into here. I get negative 3 for x plus 2. Does that equal 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 plus 7. Is this a true statement? This is negative 1 on the left, and this is square root of 1 on the right. Those are not equal to each other because the square root of 1 is just 1. So x minus negative 3 is not a solution. It's an extraneous solution. So I'm going to bet this is the only real solution, although we should still check it because sometimes you would get no real solutions and only extraneous solutions with radical equations. So we should check, plug in 1 into this equation. So 1 plus 2 equals square root of 2 times 1 is just 2 plus 7. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Let's erase this. 1 plus 2 is 3. And square root of 2 plus 7 is square root of 9, which is 3. And so 1 works. 1 is the only solution to this equation.